Come on, roll up. Absolutely free, providing you donate.
Well, you've got a lot of cameras on you today.
Yeah,
make it good. Make it good.
Well, maybe the cameras will introduce themselves so we know, first of all. Where are you from, guys? Do you want to say? You camera people. Do you want to say who you are?
You're from East London.
From East London. Well, that covers everything, doesn't it? All right. Better that than West London, my God. Okay, well, hello. Welcome to Speaker's Corner on the 4th of August, yes, it is the 4th of August, 2024. And as you can see, it's still a warm August, and it will carry on like this most of the month. And there will be some interventions of big downpours as we forecast over a month ago. Now today, what I want to talk about is key political and psychological issues for the movement against the World Economic Forum. Oh. Yes, quick round of applause. Was that a boo from some WEF supporters? Okay. First thing is to understand the success of the movement. The success of the movement in Britain and all over the world has put the World Economic Forum and all its sidekicks on a back foot.
Really?
Yes, I'm certain of that, and that is why they're desperate to intervene in our movement and upset us. And there's a lot of things going on which we don't pay enough attention to. That's what I want to talk about. So they're getting desperate. The first thing is there's lots of smears around. Smears of activists such as myself, and you know, we're called sills and all this sort of stuff. But specifically, there's a lot of people around saying Piers Corbyn is a Freemason and he's Jewish. Now, both of these things are complete lies, and they're told by people who have no evidence whatsoever. But they put them on channels as fact. Now, of course, we could charge them with libel or something, but you know, these things are just games in courts. Maybe we have to do something like that, maybe not, I don't know. But look, they are complete lies, and the people saying these things have to be taken down. I'm neither a Freemason nor a Jew, and never have been either. I'm not now and never will be.
Are you a Zionist?
No. Well, that is pretty obvious. I'm not a
Pretty obvious.
Never obvious, okay. But the people who say this are either deranged or agents of the other side, or completely paranoid. But there is complete paranoia around. The second thing I want to talk about, in terms of the political interferences, is direct subversion. Oh, sorry, and it's this behind me, but I'll move out the way so you can see. We have the Israeli state machine directly interfering in British politics. They fund Tommy Robinson, they fund Nigel Farage, they fund the servile Starmer. Or put it even better, he's in bed with them. He is an agent of Zionism. And they are puppets. So people who are supporting Tommy Robinson have to understand that. I mean, I call them Tommy Tards. Now, of course, most people on a Tommy Robinson demo were just there because they're upset about boat people. And they say, oh well, I don't really know about what he says about Israel, but that's all Palestine. But let us be clear, the reason why Tommy Robinson, alias, Tommy Yaxley Moron, or Stephen Yaxley Moron, whatever his name is, the reason why he's there, well, you've even heard of him, is because he's funded and he was paid £10,000 a month by an Israeli lobbyist, and still is. He's there to promote the genocide in Gaza. That's why he's there. And people who say, oh, Piers, we're just filming him, well, hang on. It's like going into McDonald's and saying, well, I'm only here because I think McDonald's is a green company. And I've nothing to do with the fact that they're spending money giving free food to the Israeli Defence Force. Look, that's insane. That sort of argument is insane. Let's be clear. Tommy Robinson is dangerous. Tommy Ratcliffe, Euron, or more precisely, Tommy Tards have to be opposed. Yeah, quick round of applause for that, please. Right. But also, in the Palestine Solidarity Campaign, fine all these big marches, but why don't they discuss the big issue behind them? World Economic Forum. They don't. Yet the SWP, who are the key organisers for the PSC, and as far as I'm concerned are a police operation, they steal our banners when we point out the role of the WEF and tell us this is it's anti-Semitic, they say, or conspiracy theory. No, the World Economic Forum is a fact. Anyone with one brain cell knows that. Yet they will take away our banners because they want to hide the truth. And there will be interventions from all manner of people to hide the big picture. And we are absolutely committed to exposing the big picture. And quick round of applause for that. And all the alternative media will help us. Well done, well done, well done. Now then, so what about psychological interference? This is actually a very big issue, but not much talked about. We know there's a behavioural insights team. We know there was the nudge unit. It's still there. And that is there to psychologically subvert the public. They say so, and they do it to get people scared of the COVID virus. And you know, it's all about fear, fear, fear. Now we know a lot about that one, but I want to talk briefly about individual psychological attacks, because it was occurring to me recently when I won't give a name at this point, very close friend of mine was arrested twice at 3 a.m. in front of her children in her house. And that was with trumped up nonsense, fake arrest warrants. That was done to try and, well, the children would say, oh, mummy, look, if you weren't with Piers, then that wouldn't happen, would it? You know, it's to divide and split. That's definitely the case. A psychological attack. And lots of couples involved in the movement, this could happen to them. They might find strange things happening. Think about it. It could be that. Or she used to get very scared on demonstrations, suddenly feel harassed or something. Well, that's weird, but yes, that happened. There were people there probably winding her up somehow. Well, I'm sure there were. Who were they? I don't know. They don't know. We don't know. They come and go. But let's be clear, there will be all sorts of subversion on us. And then we have a more collective subversion, which is what I call from ultra-conspiracies. Some of them are just paranoid nutters, and others could be agents. But you see, stories like earthquakes are caused by American and the WEF, American imperialism and so on. They're complete nonsense, because we know that earthquakes only happen, major earthquakes, when there's earth-facing coronal holes or massive sunspots facing the earth. We know that. Those are not caused by NASA turning on some poxy little thing as big as that ship to direct waves into the ionosphere. They're not. But people who spread these stories put across the idea that the other side is omnipotent. That is what it's about. It's to put you all in fear. Like Piers, look, it's a waste of time, isn't it? They're so powerful. They're turning the weather on and off. They're turning earthquakes on and off. Look, if they can do that, they can kill us all in a trice. Well, they'd like to maybe, but they can't. We have to be sure. Together we are powerful, and we have to get that across and defeat ultra conspiracies. Okay, quick round of applause. Thank you. So what is the answer to this thing? Alright, questions later. We need some issues which can unite everybody. Now there's many people campaigning about COVID, campaigning against pedos, campaigning against this or that. No, but we want to unite them together somehow, although some of them won't talk to each other, which is a difficulty. I mean, I know some Palestine campaigners don't want to talk about COVID because they've been jabbed themselves. Well, okay, but there is something we can do. And we've got it on the 17th of August. And this is to mark the fact that Angela and I have both been released after that big case involving it was the Media is the Virus campaign on the 11th of February 23. We were arrested there for a fight with the police. I was fighting the police to get them off her. Anyway, I've got a conditional discharge. She got some fines, but we can now speak. But we we don't want to just speak about us. We want to speak about the things which the BBC are lying about. Another rally against BBC lies and cover-up. And unite different people around different lies. First one is, of course, Gaza and Palestine. Daily lies about that, daily understatements of what's going on. Another one, the climate COP. Another one, the virus COP. And so it goes on. Or the pedo cover-up now. I mean, who would have believed it? Who would have believed it? Hugh, whatever his name is, Hugh Pido Edwards. I mean, that is so utterly disgusting. But the BBC, well, they apologised. I don't know. They're still paying him. Well, it's all unbelievable. They all knew.
Those photos of
yes,
blackmail.
I think you're
Dan
right.
Wootton, I think.
They all knew. So, you know, come there. So, quick round of applause, please. Saturday the 17th, 2 weeks' time, less one day, 12:30. It's going to be big. There's a lot of interest. And people who want to speak there, let me know. You know, we'll go through them lie by lie. But I want to appeal to people who think, oh, I support the people in Gaza, but I don't support people who are worried about COVID. I say, look, please, just forget about that. We're here to fight BBC lies, whatever they're lying about. Whatever they're lying about. We've got to take down the BBC. Take down the BBC. Take down the BBC. Now, it could happen that this, I think we make this happen. We should have a regular spot of this week's lies, a weekly spot outside the BBC. So people can come along with the biggest lies they've seen that week on the BBC. We talk about it once a week. So think about that when we have the rally, but I think it could happen. And talking of these things, as long as it's not on Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, he says, or Thursday or Friday, so we'll choose a day. It won't be a Friday, because there's already a regular spot on Friday outside the University College Hospital, where the authorities seem to be getting a bit worried about us. We've been there 2 years, so I want to urge you people, come along there this Friday. Big crowd there this Friday, 2:30 onwards. To remember Eric Levy, who was killed by the NHS protocol. So do that this Friday and break the NHS protocols and demand an accountable NHS. All right, well I think I will finish there. We'll hold the questions in a second with our usual ending. Resist, defy, do not comply. Resist, defy, do not comply. Resist, defy, do not comply. Thank you.
Whoa!
Thank you, Piers.
Thank you.
So, any more questions, comments? Questions?
Yeah, so you talk about the
Turn him off and on.
Done, right?